Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here, and wow, this game was big. We had to actually lean on Cutler to throw 53 passing attempts in this game. 53! So, as we're going in this, we can see Cutler's a little bit off the mark. We may be going into next year where he retires. I don't know. But we beat the Lions in a last-minute field goal, just like most of the games that have happened. So we will see who makes it to the Pro Bowl next week. We'll look at the Pro Bowl. We'll look at the winner who will be facing, which it may say, yeah, I just gave you a preview. So let's check out the stats from this past week. First off, the awards. Week 20, Jay Cutler, 32 of 53, 455, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, took 2 sacks. Philip Rivers, 28 of 46, 426, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 2 sacks. Over on the defensive side, Kyle Fuller, 5 tackles, 2 interceptions. And on the AFC side, in a losing battle against the Chargers, it was Raheem Moore from the Texans. 12 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. So that is that. Next thing is Pro Bowl. So, on the quarterback position, Jay Cutler goes there. Philip Rivers, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco, and Zach Mettenberger. I believe he's on the Browns. And Matt Stanford. Running back, we got Matt Forte, Marshawn Lynch, DeMarco Murray, AP, Alfred Morris, and Jeremy Hill. Fullback, we don't really have one, so we're not worried about that. Receiver, Jose May, I believe he's a rookie. Brandon LaFell made it. So we don't have any receivers, so White didn't make it. A lot of these guys had a lot of catches anyways. At tight end, Michael Bennett did make it, probably off his touchdown production with Jermichael Finley, Jimmy Graham, Corby Fleener, Eric Ebron, and Antonio Gates. At the tackle position, we didn't have any there. Left guard, we didn't have any there, but Josh Sutton is there. At center, Corey Lindsley, another Packer. At right guard, Kyle Long, TJ Lang, another Packer. At right tackle, we do have Matt Khalil. He did make it. And I believe that's the Donald Penn, I believe, was on the Packers as well. Brought in to replace Brian Beluga, I believe. So they don't have a right tackle that's playing. They have 2 left tackles, so that's why I don't see him there. On defense, Sue was moved over to a left end because he's playing in a 3-4. So he's playing over... Sorry about that, I didn't move my mic. He's playing in a 3-4, so he's moved over to a left end. Lawrence Kemmerwick and second-year player Vic Beasley. We're right end. Of course, J.J. Watt's going to be there. The NFC and probably would have been the NFL Defensive Player of the Year if they ended up doing it like that. Robert Quinn, Robert Mathis, Sheldon Richardson, I think. Sharif Floyd, Joe McCoy, Dan Williams, there's Trevon Walker. So don't have any there. The left linebacker, Clay Matthews, Arthur Motes, Von Miller, Jamie Collins. At middle, Hawthorne, Dansby, Wagner, and Timmons. We all know Dansby was going there. We've seen Timmons so many times in the Player of the Week. We knew he was. And we knew Wagner was probably going. He's the NFC Defensive Player of the Year. Over on the right side, Terrell Suggs and Melvin Ingram. We knew he was going to go there. He was beasting us in the 2 games we played the Packers. We know Olivia was going, and Dante Hightower. Corner, we knew Kyle Fuller was going with his 8 interceptions during the season. and the 4 or 5 he's had during the playoffs. Tramon Williams, he's the AFC player, corner of the year, so we knew he was going there. Josh Norman, William Gay, Leon Hall, Prince Mukamura, Pat Pete, Malcolm Butler. So no Richard Sherman. Wow. No Vontae Davis. A free safety, Trevon Matthew, Keenan Lewis, Eric Weddle, and Devin McCourty. Strong safety. It only picks, I believe, players that are healthy. So this automatically brings out or takes out Amos. And so he didn't make it because he was put in the IR. So strong safety wise. We had a decent run by Brian, but I mean, he just wasn't impactful enough to make the Pro Bowl over these superstars here. Kick, Robbie Gold probably has the best percentage in the league. I think he only missed 1 or 2 this year. And Steven Hauschka, I can actually say it now. Dan Butler, Trey Way, kick return, Jerry McKinnon and Jeremy Ross, punt returner, CJ Spiller, and Ace. I believe that's Ace Sanders. It's going down there. So that will be your Pro Bowl. So we had, 4 there? 5? So Cutler does make it there. That's a big one. So we will go into Super Bowl week against the San Diego Chargers. Let's see where we're playing this year. We're playing in Houston, Texas. So we are playing at I'm not sure what that stadium's called in Houston. But we will be taking on the 12-4 San Diego Chargers. We are 9-7. Are we the higher seed? That can't be right. I always thought it went by who was not the higher seed. Schedule. I believe they definitely. Let's look at the conference. So yeah, the Texans lost by 6. Yeah, they should be the home team. They're a higher seed than I am. But it might just be randomized because typically it's supposed to be whoever wins the Pro Bowl. But I think it's randomized in Madden. I thought they would just implement that because it's easier. So let's look at the injury report. Yeah, Amos could be playing the Super Bowl. We can't reactivate him. Tavon Austin is out. We weren't anticipating even making it this far. Seahawks, Chargers, other way. So Chargers are losing Tenny Palapai. He's out. Kobe Fleener, their tight end they signed this past year, and Sean Parks. So we'll have to look at these guys. Let's look at the depth chart. I mean, we're going against a top quarterback in the league in Phillip Rivers. So he will be starting. Jimmy Clausen, the former Bear, will be starting behind him with Bruce Gronkowski back in being the third quarterback there. The halfback will be Melvin Gordon with Doug Martin. They brought him over from Tampa Bay in here, and Brendan Oliver. Fullback is going to be Ryan Hewitt. It's going to be third year out of Stanford. Receivers, Keenan Allen, Stevie Johnson, Mike Wilson, or Williams, not Wilson. Brought in Kamar Aiken from Baltimore and drafted Antoine Dorsey this past draft. Tight end, it's going to be Luke Wilson with B.J. Duncan, a rookie out of Charleston State. Left tackle, King Dunlap, been over there in San Diego for a while. Orlando Franklin, a good left guard there. At center, it's going to be Chris Watt out of Notre Dame, going into his third year. This is his third year. DJ Fluker, uh, going in his fourth year this year out of Alabama. At right tackle, DeMarcus Love, 6-year player out of Arkansas. So, I mean, or 5th-year player, my bad. On the defensive, Corey Luggett or whatever, out of Illinois, with Darius Philman behind him. Over on the right end, it's Robert Ayers. So we got Robert Ayers and Akeem Ayers on opposing defenses, with Jadavion Cole behind him, rookie out of Iowa. The defensive tackle, Sean Lesmore, a Pro Bowler, as we saw there. Ryan Carruthers and Stacey McGee. On the left linebacker spot, Jeremy Atachichu? I don't know. And Torek Williams behind him. Middle linebacker, Monte Tiao and Danny Trevathan. One of the better tandems of linebackers in the league because they are running a 3-4. And don't count them out, but they do have Donald Butler as a backup there. Good player as well. They brought in Tom Bahali from the Chiefs and went ahead and allowed Melvin Ingram to go to the Packers. Behind him is Kenyon Emmanuel, they drafted last year. Going to corners, Brendan Flowers, 1 year removed from a Pro Bowl. He didn't make it this year with Jason Verrett, a good young player out of TCU. Josh Robinson, Steve Williams, and Craig Manger. Free safety, Eric Weddle, the Pro Bowler this year with Jaquan Jarrett behind him. Strong safety, Bernard Pollard, the long-time vet, playing some Super Bowl teams in Baltimore. And so he knows what stage he's playing in. And he's definitely going to be a guy that's going to bring a hard hit on the back end. Luke Patrick, the rookie out of Marshall. Kick return is going to be Antoine Dorsey and Chris Davis. Third down running back is still going to be Melvin Gordon. I wonder if Doug Martin was in 84, if they would actually switch this. But I'm thinking not. Let's look at some news. I'm not sure if there's any news. This is Superbowl LI, so this is a big one. Let us see what the top stories are. So we do have some, one draft story. Tight end Antoine James displayed great hands and blocking ability at the All-Star game. So we will have to look at who we might be drafting. And we might actually be, now that I think about it, we might be breaking in a quarterback, honestly. But I'm very worried at the receiver position because we've had a lot of injuries. And other than Marquise Wilson, we don't have anyone I can rely on that has some height to them. Height and speed to spread out the field. And that's what's made this year different with Kevin White, is his playmaking ability, and his height is something we definitely missed last year. Opposite of Alshon Jeffrey. And then the limited time that Alshon was hurt, I mean, we didn't have a legit number 2. So we flipped in between Eddie Royal. We flipped in between some Cameron Meredith, some Josh Bellamy. Players like that that should not be playing that number 2 like that, but were forced to step up. We'll look at Noah Race here. Decent for a 6th rounder. Probably just needs some awareness adjustments. From Montana State. Yeah. Right, and let's look at Avron Jacobs. Yeah, that's not. It's not going to cut it in the middle of the field. Antoine Gord, 4.3. That's not going to do it either. You know what? He looks very intriguing too. Well, he's not going to do it either. Damn. Alright, guys, so we've scouted this week. Going into the Super Bowl, we're going to be playing Houston, like I said. We are the home team. We're probably going to be playing in an alternate uniform, more likely. We're going against the Chargers and Philip Rivers, and it is going to be probably a just slugfest. One of the things is I've asked people have asked how I do some of the XP. I'm not playing anything. I typically just go into this, check marks, and then really I just look at who my rookies are, who I'm trying to get up. And we can get some stuff to, no, Amos would be the other one I would put it to. But I just really look at my young players that I know will be core players on this team. Especially on defense, we can put one to Amos, but he's not going to be playing. Christian Jones, Corsau, Roberts will see the field. So I have 10 more, and I think I'm going to put that to Estes. So typically just do it like this. It's not a lot. There is a slider for this, for experience. So I mean, one of the good things is I notice Brian's development trait's high. So as he's going through, he's going to have a lot of points going into the future. Grimes is the same way. He's going to develop quickly. Estes will get more consistently through here. Who else has? And these guys with consistency will get better game recap ones. Wild card to Super Bowl. Wow. So I mean, we got a lot of conference going on here. And then the sliders, which I will do in another video because someone did ask me and I would have to give away the end of the season if I actually did show it. Now that I think about it. So, we are going into the Super Bowl. There's one thing I want to switch. Varine's going to start out over on here. I switched this partially through the Lions game as well, the safety positions. We're going to put Mundy here. We're going to put Roberts down. Mundy's going to be in that second position. Antoine Bryant's going to be the strong safety. Free safety is going to be Vereen. Mundy's going to be behind him in case something happens. And then it's going to be Kirkpatrick from there. Yeah. So Mundy will be playing over the strong safety in those places deep. So I will see you guys next time when we go against the San Diego Chargers. Later, guys.